we have some big news to share. So I'm just going
Huge.
to pull up this letter we received today, and I'm going to stick it up online here, and I'm going to solo it so you guys can see it, and then I'm going to read it to you. We got this, and we're not sure how we got this. Did we, Junior?
No, I think we just we're being very good this year.
I guess. So what happened was it's pretty cool. So we're sitting here and we got a letter from the North Pole Mail Delivery, and I'm just going to read it to you so you can hear what happened. It says, "Dear A Travel Talk Show, I was looking at my nice list a while ago and was so impressed at your efforts to bring good cheer into the homes of Canadians this year, in what has proven to be a very difficult year for keeping off the naughty list. Mrs. Claus has been reading the letters you have been writing all of us on behalf of all the children in Canada, and how they miss meeting with me, Santa, as I cannot do my rounds at the shopping malls due to COVID-19. Mrs. Claus and I are so grateful that your team has offered your A Travel Talk Show format as an opportunity for us to speak to Canadian children. After some consideration, Mrs. Claus, myself, the elves, and the reindeer have all decided to grant you and your merry band of Canadian elves and elfettes an exclusive interview, as well as some additional airtime for Canadian children to connect with all of us at the North Pole through your talk show before the big night when I go out and deliver gifts. May the true spirit of the season be upon you, your family, your fans, and your followers. Merry Christmas. Sincerely signed, Santa Claus. P.S. Thank you for your wonderful website, ehCanadaTravel.com, as it was proven very handy when delivering gifts in Canada." That is from,
Wow.
oh my God!
No way.
No way! That is from the big man himself. So basically,
Wow.
after all our
That's
efforts
huge.
of tracking down that North Pole, the famous, the number one most traveled person, in the world, who has put on the most kilometers, has granted us here at the A Travel Talk Show exclusive rights for an interview with the North Pole with Santa, Mrs. Claus,
Wow.
some elves, and we might even get a
Wow.
surprise appearance by Rudolph if he's not too busy. So I was pretty stoked, Carl.
That is exciting. I won't be able to sleep now.
Where else?
Down to Christmas.
CBC, Global TV, eat your heart out. We here at A Canada Travel have the rights to an interview with the big man himself, Mr. Claus, and his beautiful, and we all know who runs the show, Mrs. Claus.
Yes.
Will be there with us. So stay tuned next week, because we are getting a cable from the North Pole with a little note video message from Santa and Mrs. Claus themselves that we'll be sharing next week. And then we shall have the big show where we are one-on-one with the big man, Santa, and Mrs. Claus. So stay tuned. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, and YouTube, because you know what? The big man, if you want to talk to him and you live in Canada, you need to stay tuned, because you are going to, and we will be putting up an email that Santa has given us that we are going to use for our exclusive interview. And for you, the children, get ready, get your videos ready, get your photos ready, get your emails ready, because when we open up this Santa mailbox that we are been given, and you have to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, or YouTube to find this email. Start sending your stuff, and you may be, you watching right now, you little Johnny and little Jane, you may be lucky enough to get a one-on-one with Santa Claus from the North Pole.
Wow. Are we eligible to enter this, or is it just
we've had a lot of big wigs like Mr. History on this show, Colin, but I gotta tell you, Santa, I'm a little bit nervous. He's like the biggest wig of all.
Well, he was trying to pull some strings behind the scenes there to get the backstage pass.
I know. So stay tuned. North Pole is coming up in a couple of weeks. We are getting our act together, and I still don't know how we got this letter. I wonder if a little elf dropped it off or how it got here.
I don't know. Maybe it's something.
What's that?
Maybe it's our Arctic Circle trip. Maybe he visited.
Yeah, well,
dropped it off.
I'm just glad Santa picked our show to do his interview and not the, the CBCs of the world, all those ones. He picked the ehCanadaTravel. I guess he might like the crazy Canucks that run this joint. I think that might be it because we are on the nice list. He said.
And we can be infectious. So, yeah, we're on the nice list so far. We've been good boys this year.
Yep. So stay tuned when we bring the big man in for an interview, and we're going to have some children, some lucky children from around Canada are going to be able to have a one-on-one with the big man and Mrs. Claus at the North Pole. So get your pencils ready, start making your videos, get that photo, get all that good juicy stuff ready so you little Johnny and little Jane can talk to Santa and Mrs. Claus. Thank you for tuning in to Canada's #1 tourism and travel show. We will see you next week, same time, same place, 7 p.m. PST, right here on the ehCanadaTravel.com Facebook page. This is Greg. That's Colin. Canada out.
Peace out.